Hello and welcome to Timeless Reality. I am Amuche Okoro, and today I invite you into a deep, transformative conversation on a topic that governs the very fabrics of our lives: the power of thoughts. Yes, your thoughts are powerful, more powerful than most people realize. They are the invisible seeds that give birth to the visible fruits of our lives. They shape your reality, influence your emotion, determine your outcomes, and ultimately mold the world around you. Let's look at thoughts and natural laws. From the beginning of creation, the universe has been governed by the natural laws, unchanging, unbreakable laws that operate whether we are aware of them or not. One of these laws is this: as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Your thoughts are not just private ideas. They are energetic blueprints sent into the fabrics of the universe. Each thought you conceive is not idle. It is received by universal power centers, incubated, nurtured, and returned back to you, probably in multiple folds, in the form of physical experience. Whether joy or sorrow, lack or abundance, peace or chaos, your thoughts are the origin. Let's have a look on how the power center works. Let me explain briefly how these power centers function. 1. You conceive a thought, either positive or negative, noble or base. 2. That thought is energetically transmitted to the universal centers of power, invisible yet ever active. The thought stages, that's it. Depending on how often and how strongly you keep thinking about these thoughts, the power centers begin to nurture them, energize them, growing them, and 4. In time, it returns to you manifested physically as an event, a result, a reality. But here's the deeper part. Your thoughts are not isolated. Thoughts of the same kind are attracted to each other. Just like drops of water from a river, your thoughts join with other similar thoughts from people across your environment, your community, your world. This is why some events in society, whether blessings or disasters, can feel so collective, because in many cases we have collectively felt these outcomes. We contributed silently through our thoughts. Yes, you may be contributing without knowing. So when you see violence, disaster, injustice, or even joy and progress, ask yourself, have I contributed to this through my inner world? You may not have spoken it. You may not have acted it. But did you think it? Did you harbor it? If so, you played a part. That is why we must become guardians of our minds, because the world we live in is, to a large extent, a reflection of the collective thoughts we nurture. This brings us to a powerful natural law, the law of sowing and reaping. When it comes to thoughts, this law operates with stunning precision. You sow a thought, you reap an action. Sow actions consistently, and you reap habits. Sow habits, and you reap character. Sow character, and you reap destiny. So, ask yourself, what destiny am I building from the seeds in my mind? Let's look at thoughts as prayer. Your thoughts are among the most powerful prayers you pray, whether or not you bow your head or close your eyes. Because in the universe, intention is everything. And your constant thinking, your dwelling, your mental rehearsals, those are your real affirmations. You want healing? Think healing. You want success? Think success and work for it. You want peace? Think about peace and live it. Now, looking at this discussion pragmatically, we can say that thought alone is not enough. However, here is the balance. Thoughts must be followed by sincere action. You cannot sit idle and expect wealth, health, or love to fall from the skies simply because you thought about them. No. To think of riches without effort is to violate natural law. To think of change without movement is self-deception. Thought is the foundation, but action builds the house. So, yes, your mind is powerful. But too many people waste its power, trifling with their thoughts, entertaining negativity, harboring fear, dwelling on what should not even be their concern. We waste massive energy on the wrong focus and then wonder why we are not making progress. The truth is, you can shape your world. You can change your environment, your society, your community. But it begins with your thoughts. If you think possibility, you will see opportunity. If you think growth, you find learning. If you think peace, you irradiate calm. If you think love, you attract connection. You don't need to wait for the world to change. Be the change by changing your thought forms. In one of my previous presentations on poverty and inequality, I spoke clearly. Much of what we suffer is rooted in our mindset, not in causes, not in faith, but in what we permit in our minds. So I urge you today, start conceiving noble, elevated, positive thoughts. Feed them with emotion, water them with consistency, and act in line with them. And soon, you will begin to see the reality shifts in your life. I want to leave you with some of these words. Let them be a wake-up call. You are a powerful creator. Your thoughts are tools. Use them wisely. With them, you can create the future, influence your space, and inspire the world. Until next time, live in truth, walk in light, and let your life be a timeless message to the world.